I want to say that what fascinated about this particular story was not necessarily family. What fascinated me about this story were two different elements. Firstly, the whole story of nature, or the whole element of nature, and the longing for and the sort of urge for nature, and then the kind of the way they destroy it, the way their greed wants to destroy the nature that they love so much, which I found a kind of interesting dilemma. And then the character of Serena, who is this forceful woman in a man's world, who is inside her soul very flawed and very kind of vulnerable. And I thought that cocktail was just utterly fascinating.
Certainly when you see the character of Serena, I think Lady Macbeth comes to mind. So yeah, I think the author of the book was inspired by some Shakespearean tragedies by Medea as well. So I think there are echoes of that definitely in the film.
If I were to look at tragedies, I was going to say Medea, also because there is a kind of sort of an extreme vulnerability in the sort of motherhood element, which obviously Medea has, and which I think Serena has in a kind of unexpected manner.
Well, it's challenging in a different way. I think with a novel like this, what happens is you have to cut so much. There's some wonderful scenes. There's an amazing scene where a Komodo dragon and an eagle have a fight to the death. And I don't know how you could possibly film that, but part of the process is kind of zeroing in on what the core story is that you can make work dramatically in a film.
You always do that in the edit, and you always have like minor characters and that you want to stay in the film that you can't. I mean, basically we realized that we needed to focus on the love story because, you know, the 2 hours of cinematic experience needs to be actually quite accurate in a way. And then we were so fortunate of having Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper to play the part. So it wasn't, although it was sad, it was also very enjoyable just to focus on the two of them. Basically, I've done that with all my movies. I meet, you know, I think I'm meeting with the cast before you start shooting actually enables us to own the set, and it becomes more about the emotional interaction as opposed to the technical interaction. And I think that's very important for the movies I'm doing, because I am doing movies about human beings, and Bradley and Jennifer were very keen to work that way, and did it beautifully.